Okay, folks, this week's video, what are we going to talk about, Tats?
How I want to live on a boat.
So this is Tat's second visit. The first time you came and visited us, we actually took you from Miami.
To the
We
Keys.
picked you up in Miami all the way down to Key West.
West,
And it was like a 5-day trip.
No, it was a week.
Yeah, it was a week, but we
Yeah.
spent a
He
couple
means on
days.
the-
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
a couple
down.
days to get there, yeah.
And it really gave you, because that was your first experience on a decent-sized boat. You know,
Yes.
this isn't a big boat, but it's
Yes,
50
it was my
foot.
first time, yeah.
And a complete different experience because last time, I'll share a video with you guys here, but last time we took Tats down to the, she rode on the boat the entire time, so we were anchoring out, different marinas, stuff like this, a different experience this
That was
time.
a lot of fun.
And you loved it because why do you love the boats? Why do you
I
like
love the water. I love to
The
be
water.
outdoors. I love anything nature, but especially the water.
Yeah.
I'm a mermaid.
Anybody that knows you, like, I mean, you camp, you do everything
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. You're a
Yeah.
mother of
Yes.
3, you camp,
Yes.
you take the kids camping,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like in your blood, you
It's
just
in
can't.
my blood, yeah. I love
Yeah.
anything outdoors.
And then, so when you got here, you said, Pete, I got you guys a hotel, not
Or
a
not
hotel,
hotel, the
a
condo where he works.
yeah, a condo where he works on the beach.
And I said, I'm not staying there.
Yeah, you were staying on the boat because she likes to hear the lapping of the water on the hull.
Yes. Listen, it's hot here, and I still open those windows just so I can get that sound of that water.
On the hull.
Yeah.
And it really is,
It just lulls you to sleep. I love it.
And then when you got here, the first thing you said, because me and Pete both went and picked you up,
Yeah.
which was just a big trip. You got to do a lot of stuff. Dried tortugas. You
Right.
got to go to my work.
Yep.
She loves my work. She
I'm
loves
gonna-
Little Palm Island.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list to stay there.
So, and it was just really fun. And you guys went to brunch yesterday. We went to lunch the other
Yeah,
day
we had
together.
like an 8-course
Yeah.
Yeah.
brunch yesterday.
Yeah.
Gained like 10 pounds.
So anyway, and then so this was a huge trip.
Oh yeah,
But
it's great.
it hasn't changed it. You still love
I still love it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it even more, if anything.
Right, because now this time you're saying, "Oh, Paul? What would it take? What kind of boat do I got to buy? What do I got to do
Yeah.
here? What do we got to do here?
Right,
How do I
right,
sell
right.
my 7-figure freaking place in Phoenix and make this happen?"
Make this
And
happen, yeah.
I think inflation. What people don't realize is even after you buy the boat,
It's so much more that has to go into it.
correct, and I think that's where we start losing the value from a house to a boat. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Because we let's talk about it. I mean, you'd have to spend $700,000. You said I need a 4-bedroom, so you're talking a 65-foot boat.
Right.
This slip rent, this is just the inflation and our dollar has gotten so bad now.
So bad.
It's just ridiculous. And me and you even had this conversation
Yeah.
the other day that, hey, my business and I make about $20,000 monthly, and we're just throwing a round number up there. I have no
Right.
idea, but you're saying that $20,000. 5 years ago, you could put
I
money
was
into
putting
savings.
a lot of money in
Say,
savings,
yeah, you
and
said
now not so much.
You threw a number at me like $50,000-$60,000 a year to be able to put money into the savings.
Right.
Now you make the same. The money's still there, but that same amount of money you cannot.
There's no savings.
Yeah, there's
'cause
nothing.
You're just
It's-
spending so
it-
much on cost of living every day.
Yeah, it's just it's about survival. And
Yep.
the same thing here at this marina. This
Right.
marina, Tats, last year, you could rent a slip here. This slip in the summertime for $700 a month.
Right.
$760, I think, is what it
Right.
was. It's I just paid it. It's $1,800
Right.
for, and not quite. It was like $1,743.
So 1,800, yeah.
Yeah, for 1 month in a 50-foot boat, and you
Right.
can't put any other size
Right.
boat in this slip.
Right. I mean, if you can rent a house for that much, and we're
Right.
most places around the U.S.
And so just that, and then the maintenance of keeping the boat up and stuff
Exactly.
like that, it's not as easy
No.
as, and it's not.
No, you can't be poor to live on a boat.
No, you
period.
cannot.
You have to you have to be financially stable to live on a boat.
Well, I mean, there's people that do this whole the derelict thing, but and I don't care if you buy the 40-year-old trawler. I don't care if you spend $500,000. I don't care if you spend $5 million,
Right.
like the Fleming that I really want to get.
Yeah, that's the kind of boat I want.
I know it is.
Savages.
But when you start getting it's forget about the maintenance of the boat, just having a place to park it and
Right.
a place to
Just that alone is expensive.
and park your car out. It's getting to where this whole lifestyle is almost unattainable for some people.
Oh,
you
it
know?
is. Yeah,
I mean,
I
you're not
think it's just
living off your Social Security check and getting. A
Oh
slip.
God, no.
Yeah,
oh God, no. Yeah,
that-
you're not living off of Social Security and affording to do this. Definitely not.
I mean, that's the boating. We took you out to another quick little story because last time, Tats used me and Pete as chum. One of my
Yes.
favorite U-Time videos. I'm
Well,
going to
that's
share
not
that
fine.
right here with you guys. Anyway, this time, and we could barely get her in the water. And because what
You
we
had to
did
be
is
right
we
next to me in
snorkeled
the
every...
water.
We snorkeled every one of the
Site.
reefs out there on the
Yeah.
way down to Key West, and
Yeah.
and like we couldn't get the flippers on you. The
Yeah.
mask was hard.
Yeah,
this
I'm a
was
pro
hard.
now.
This time, me and you especially, we went over to the tower over at
Oh yeah, we went
Sombrero,
pretty far. Yeah.
and then we saw a shark.
We saw. I was like, I mean, we could reach out my hand and touch the shark, and it was a big shark.
And this time, she's got flippers on. She's got the freaking scooters on. She's going, and the snorkels. No wetsuit, no nothing,
Not
just
freaking
jumping
out.
in, no freaking out. She sees the shark, and now she wants to go pet the shark.
Pet the shark.
And she's killing me.
Yeah, I saw a huge jellyfish about this big. It was huge. That jellyfish was pretty big.
How about the dry tortugas? Did you see anything?
That's where I saw the jellyfish, and I saw another reef shark. But the reef shark that I saw, the director, who was small, he was only about 3
Yeah.
feet.
Nice.
And we see some big tarpon.
Do you know how rare it is to see a shark in the wild like that
Yeah,
when you're
I saw it
diving with
twice.
them? That's
Twice.
And so you saw that.
Twice in a week. Saw a
Yeah,
shark.
that's-
And I mean, they were close to me. It was from, well, the one that you saw that was really close to us, he was less than the camera away from us.
So some of you guys that don't know, we have a younger brother, Mark, and he was a professional diver for Disney.
Okay.
For years and years and years, and then he was a really good diver, and he said all of his diving experience, he's never seen a shark in the wild, and he goes, it's pretty rare to actually
No,
see
we've
one
seen
in the
it.
wild. And now, me personally, I've probably seen 4 on different dives, snorkeling trips.
Right.
But it was pretty cool seeing the one with
Oh, and
you.
that one was huge.
Yeah,
it
he
was
was-
a big shark.
Yeah, he was a 5 or 6 footer
Yeah,
for sure.
He was
and,
big, and he was so, I couldn't believe how close he was. But he didn't even care that we were there.
No, and that's what most people realize. These are like Nerf sharks. They're not the sharks that are out there that are going to kill you.
No.
And
They didn't even look our way.
no, and so a lot of people get freaked out about it though, but
I
it
didn't
really
freak out.
is.
Now, if that would have happened my first time snorkeling, I probably would have freaked out.
Oh yeah, you would have.
This
We could
time-
barely even
I
get
mean,
you in the water.
This time I was snorkeling on my own with
Probably
nobody
stab
even
him
near
with a
me.
knife.
No, yeah,
That
I
kind
mean,
of-
we couldn't even get you out of the water.
No, I was the last one to come off the boat.
Yeah, you were the
Yeah.
last one, your first one in, and the last one out of the
I
water.
didn't want to come up. And even when we went to the Dry Tortugas, I mean, we snorkeled. Me and Pete
That's what
snorkeled
Pete said.
a
That
lot.
the whole trip.
time.
The
yeah.
whole trip we pretty much snorkeled. And when we even went over here to the beach, the little private beach over here by the condo, which the water was kind of...
Yeah, I
It's so
saw you.
murky.
You were
But
in
we
the water.
tried to snorkel there, and that was kind of freaky because the water was so murky
It
that
was
you couldn't even
murky.
see your hand in front of your face.
Yeah.
So we're still going out there snorkeling and just I mean I love the water. Like I said, I'm a mermaid. I belong in the water.
Yeah, and so, but because you guys have a nice swimming pool at the house and stuff
yeah,
like that.
but it's not the
It's not the
pool
same.
is not the same as the ocean. Like I love the salt water, the waves. The prettier the color of the water, the more I love it.
Yeah, right. And you really, especially on that last trip, we had some just
Oh,
incredible
God, the water.
visibility.
But even this time we went snorkeling, the visibility was amazing.
It was, yeah. We had really good visibility out at the reef.
Yeah.
And,
It was better than it was at the Dry Tortugas.
and
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah, I think it was too.
I feel like the Dry Tortugas, maybe because there were so many people there, so many boats, that all that sand was just getting stirred up because the visibility wasn't. I mean, it was good, but not like.
A lot of people get that, I think they have this dream or this fantasy of doing the dry tortugas in their lives on their bucket list. But right here in the Keys, we have some of the best snorkeling in the world.
Oh
right,
yeah,
right
I
here.
think the snorkeling on the Keys is
Even when
better.
me and Pete went to the Bahamas.
I think the Dry Tortugas is something that if you want to see it, you should see it.
Absolutely,
I
100%.
love the Dry Tortugas. I would like to camp there.
And but me and Pete,
But-
now that we've done the Bahamas, the dry tortugas,
Yeah.
all of that,
Yeah.
the snorkeling right here in the Keys, I'll tell this because it's very expensive to go over to the Bahamas in your boat.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. The dry tortugas is an expense. The snorkeling right here, just off this
Yeah.
reef right here
Oh, it
in
was
front
perfect.
of
Yeah,
the
the
Key,
water was
it's
amazing.
almost as good.
It's almost as good as Hawaii.
It's better on some.
In some places, it is better than Hawaii.
yeah, it is. Really,
Yeah.
it really is.
Like if you're trying to snorkel off of Oahu, it's way better over here.
Yeah. Anyway, and so the dream for you of the boat, will it always just be visits for us, or will you?
Oh, I'm going to be visiting for as much as I can until you guys get sick of me. And well, my
How do you
kids-
get sick of tats?
I don't know.
No.
But I'm like when my kids grow up. So I have two things I'm either going to do. So when they grow up, move out, go to college, whatever. I'm either going to live in an RV and travel because I don't need much.
Right.
But I would love to get a boat and live on a boat.
Yeah, and I think then it becomes more realistic because now you're not talking about that 65-foot boat. You're talking about a 50-foot boat.
Right, without the kids.
Yeah, without your kids.
Oh yeah, like this size boat I could live on.
Yeah.
Easily.
And then it's funny because you were talking about how do I handle it? Like I got to learn how to drive it. Which
Yeah.
that would
I
be.
did the first time.
Yeah, right. You would be able to. It would be able to teach you fairly quick because you're a
Yeah.
quick learner.
I got a captain that's going to teach me.
You're a quick learner,
Yeah.
and next time too, we'll do some lessons on the boat.
Yeah.
We'll do.
I'm excited about next time.
Yeah, nice. And then
I'm already trying to plan when I'm going to come out. I'm trying to put a hole in his stomach and give me some dates.
and then we have all three of us got a cruise planned for August or something like
Yeah,
that.
August 6th.
Of next year.
Yeah, next year. I think
Alaska.
me, Tats, and Peter are all going to go to Alaska. I think we'll be friends our whole lives.
Oh God, yeah.
And
I
so,
don't see that changing.
no, and so I think
That's
that,
what him and I were talking about. You know, like I feel like you guys are like family almost.
yeah, it's
Close,
almost like
comfortable. It's not like a.
yeah, you come out here and you just.
Yeah.
She takes my bedroom though, and she's telling she goes over to the condo with Pete, and she says. Hey, he's gonna bitch about that bed. I know he is. And Pete says, "Don't say nothing to him."
Yeah,
So
don't.
the first night out there, I freaking wake up and my back hurts a little bit. And I'm going, I want back in my mattress. And I trust me, Tats.
I
don't care that you
appreciate
sleep
you
in my
giving me your
bed.
bed because I love that bed. Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
and spending that money on that mattress was worth every freaking penny of it.
Yeah.
And it does make it worth it. And
Oh
it's-
God, yeah. So I'll tell you, one of the biggest things I was excited about coming out here because you guys know I had a headache every day for 3
Yeah,
weeks
that's
before I
what-
came out, and I still have a little bit of a headache. It's not quite as bad. It's there, but it's not like where it's noticeable and it's going to stop me from doing anything. It was 10 times worse at home.
Right.
But I was so looking forward to just even the sleeping on the boat like that. I knew that was going to do so much good for me.
And then because as you were getting off the plane, you were complaining about this headache.
Yeah. It was
And then you
bad.
got here, and
Well,
the next
before
day it
that.
wasn't gone.
No.
But it was a
No,
90,
and it hasn't
90%
been
better.
gone. Like I said, it's still there. It's not like it's completely clear, but it's like it's like comparing apples to oranges. It's this is nothing.
And that's one thing that I can share with you guys is this is a true real life. Me and my wife, we brought our RV down here, and I slept better than I've ever slept in my entire life. And I think it's the fresh air.
It is the fresh air.
Because
the water.
Yeah, you have a very slime piece of water, and then you got wind blowing over it, so
Yeah.
you got nothing but
Well,
fresh
that
air, and it helps.
Salt air is really good
Good
for
for you, yeah. And so I slept better, and I said to myself, then I'm coming back to the Keys, and I don't know how
Yeah.
it's going to happen.
I love the Keys.
And this was 10, 15 years ago, and
Yeah.
now here I am in the Keys,
I
and
love
I
the
do
Keys.
love it. It's
I
not.
do
It
too.
is a remote place. There's
Yeah,
not
very
Oh,
remote.
that's
Walmarts.
perfect.
There's not movie theaters. There's not bowling alleys. There's no.
But it's perfect for what you guys need it for. This is perfect. I could see myself retired here.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice place.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tats, thank
This
you.
is everyone's dream, I think, to be here.
Yeah, I think it is, and I get it now, especially if you're not into that whole. What do I want to say? The drinking part of it. A lot of people
Yeah,
come out here and get what they call the Keys disease,
Yeah,
and a lot of drinking and alcohol. They come down here, but me and Pete aren't into it.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
And
do it.
Tat's not a drinker.
Yeah,
either,
no,
so-
none of us, none of the three of us drink, and so it's nice to come out here
Yeah,
and
and, like, really enjoy
paddleboard, snorkel, do
Yeah.
all the stuff that
Yeah, we
you
did a
should-
lot. We actually did so much this week that it just went by in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, it did.
I can't believe I'm leaving already.
Anyway, Tats, I know you and Pete got to head to the airport.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me. I'll be back before you guys know it.
Yeah, I know. We know.
Yeah, she's
Before
busting
you know
my
it, I'll be
chops.
back.
already. So anyway, we're always happy
Well,
to have
this is my
Tats.
vacation for me. This is
Yeah, it's
where I get to relax,
Yes,
you know.
right. Anyway, guys, peace out. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Hey, guys.
Let's get
Thanks,
some
guys.
comments
See
for
you soon.
Tats here. It was nice seeing Tats. And does anybody want Tats to come back? I think I've gotten a lot of comments over the last and actual personal messages and contacts saying Tats is part of the channel
Oh,
now.
yeah.
She always will be.
I'm part of
She's
the
with
crew.
us. Anyway,
I'm
thanks,
part of
guys.
the crew.